Hello and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights, and we start off very nicely with a fight as we just went to the northern part of the outskirts of Port Llast, and we get attacked by Dr. Breakbone, who's supposed to have what the what the what the hell was just happening there? So yeah, Dr. Breakbone was uh, we have had reports that he was after us, and well, here's what happened to him. I do not envy his fate because well, we are pretty overpowered, and that's just a freaking heavy warhammer that I can do nothing with, and hopefully, yeah, I have some more rooms in my magic bags to not be bothered with this kind of stuff. So let's have a look at the map of the area. And actually, that fight was a bit more taxing than I was expecting. So let's have a rest. So yeah, we are in around the Green Griffin Inn on the North Road between Port Llast to Luscan, and we are looking for the last missing person in the werewolf case. Let's just check something. So yeah, we have let's have a look at our journal. Truth Circle in Neverwinter Wood. Yeah, that's not Werewolf Hunter. All three boys have been discovered. Nurick will be interested in examining the adventuring ring that Sir Carathis had given the boy. Perhaps it's time to revisit the scene of the initial tragedy to discover whether or not Sir Carathis lingered there. I don't remember having talked to Nurick about this these rings. I've not yet found. I have no fear that we'll do well. Tell me more. I'll meet you. Carathis is a brave knight with such a slay black wolf, a fierce werewolf who was the bane of Port Llast. So Carathis brought along several of the local young men into his quest. Only Ender escaped his fate and fled home to spread its news. Fortunately, the curse that has afflicted the lads has finally been ended. There has still been no words of Sir Carathis or the Black Wolf, however. Where either might be found, I have little idea. If you find out anything at all, my sister, bring the news to me and we will go forward from there. Yeah. Now, there was something about the mine north of Port Llast, so that I see. I'd like to ask some questions. Yeah, I've taken those bounty hunting quests, and where are they? Bounty hunt. Two of the fives. But church was supposed to be Delilah. Last seen on the road east of Port Llast. Yes, car remains elusive. I have found only two of these guys, and I will probably need to backtrack on the part of the. I'm still unused to having to middle click to rotate the camera, but whatever. So yeah, we're going to deal with the werewolf first, and I think the werewolf's cave is somewhere. What is a polar bear doing here? So yeah, there's a campfire here, and there's a cave, and that's horrid wilting. That's a powerful spell. What are you fighting with again? Dire wolves. Probably should help her. Yeah, dire wolves aren't too bad at the level I am at the moment, but of course she stands right over remains. So anything else here? Nope, nothing. So in the cave we go, and that's going to be Sir Karathith, I believe. Yep. Plenty of wolves. Loot bag here. Some slingshot magic bullets. More dire wolves. Oh, one of the wolves dropped something. A belt, of course. Well, a hide more. More leather hide. Do not care much for. And there's this pile of stones, some gold, and a quartz crystal, which is always useful for crafting stuff in the magic lab. More dire wolves, more dead dire wolves. And here's our werewolf. Sir Karathith Ironaut, and he's only challenging compared to Black Tongue Breakbone. I've come to talk, nothing more. What do you want? Can you tell me what happened? And would you believe me when I told the truth? Don't mock me for a fool. Either kill me or cure me. It's the only way you'll ever know. Nuri gave me these silver charms. I think I can help. You come to me with silver? Do you not remember that I was a werewolf hunter? That silver will be poison to me now. This is magic, representative of Tyr's justice. Justice, you say? If it slays the wicked, cures the righteous, then I shall gladly use this charm. I know my heart. There, that should be proof enough of my innocence. Take the journal I have penned and give it to Nurik. It tells the truth of what has happened. Now, if you accuse me, I must return to my order and seek penance for my taking on the shape of my enemy. Read my journal well and act upon it. Okay. Garbage that has nothing in it. So chests probably trapped. So let's go into detect mode. Yep, trapped. As expected. Shall try to recover. Okay, there's just gold. This one is locked, but do not seem to be trapped. Negative energy bursts. It's a fairly weak spell as we stand now. Let's have a look at this chest. I think this not trapped. I'm only locked. Okay, well, good for me. And potion of endurance. Not the best, but can still come handy. I can go and go back to the temple and tell Nurik what happened. Let's have a read of Karathith's journal. May the celestial armies rain fire upon mine enemy Halilor. Halilor's a werewolf. Halilor's a alpha male. I have hunted him for years, and with a simple bite he has turned me into the very thing I hate. No doubt he hides beneath his merchandise even now. As the least lycanthropic blood coursed through me, I lashed out at the poor boys in the bus, parried this horror all the more. One at least escaped my maddened lunges. Hender, the smallest. I can only hope that he makes it back to town and tells his tale to Nurik. Surely the priest will send a hunting party after me. I can only hope they are capable of killing me before I spread this dreaded curse any further. May the gods have mercy on my soul. I know the true identity of the Black Wolf, Nurik. It is Halilor. Do you speak truly, Halilor? But if that is the case, I almost cannot bring myself to say this, but he needs to be destroyed. The curse of the Black Wolf must be ended so it will never be spread to innocents again. I need not ask it of you, but would you seek out Halilor and do what must be done? Please, sister, do this and bring me his tooth so that I will know once and for all that the danger is over. Will there be a reward for this task too? Because without saying that I would reward you for the task, but only if you return with the tooth of the beast. I must be sure that the deed is done. I know I can trust you. Your efforts have been far beyond anything we could have hoped for. End it quickly, sister. Let tear guide your hand in the name of justice. So we need to go to the inn where Halilor is gone. Ender, Halilor is really the Black Wolf. What? That can't be right. Are you joking with me, madam? I'm not joking, Ender. I wanted to warn you. I said so. I don't doubt your word, though. I was always a bit hard somehow. I just never suspected what a fool I have been. Thank you for telling me, madam. I definitely watch out for him. I haven't seen Halilor since he went back to his home by the pond. If you hurry, you can catch him there and kill him once and for all. And so, where is Halilor's house? That's this one. And in we go. No, I said in. And yeah, we had already searched that place, and yeah, it definitely looks rather suspicious, doesn't it? If you're the Black Wolf, why did you run that store? It was required to throw the trail away from me. A stranger come from out of town to offer assistance. What better disguise than this? Plus, it gave me the chance to develop slow resistance to wolfbane. Why all this deceit, Black Wolf? What was in it for you? We wolves are predators. It was simply time to hunt a hunter and pin my crimes upon my prey. I'd played possum with Karathis long enough. Trickery! Prepare to die, Black Wolf! And he summoned a panther companion, so he is a ranger. So it's sneak attacks and near death. Oof. Wait, the companion isn't automatically? Yes, it is. That was strange. He took a time. So some gold. The werewolf toes for Nurik and belt of frost giant strengths plus 4 to strength. That's pretty good. Ooh. What do you have? Immunity to death magic sounds better though. I don't know. And she has gauntlets of augur power. This one is plus 4 to strength. I don't know. Yeah, +2 strength would be good, but not really needed. And I obviously don't use my strength very much, so well, I keep it for now, and I don't know. I probably should sell it though. And let's get back to Ender and Nurik. Ender will probably be happy that Halilor is dead. What do you plan on doing now? I don't know. I'm a bit confused. Angry too. I can't believe Halilor tricked us all like that. I thought he really wanted to help kill werewolves. I feel stupid. Worse now, I've got nothing to do. My friends are dead and I can't help Halilor run this shop anymore, obviously. They're not dead? I killed them? Maybe you should open your own shop? I suppose I could. Carlo must still have some of his supplies somewhere. Yes, maybe I will. Yeah, you do that. And on your merry way you go. So back to the temple, and let's announce the good news to Nurik. Nice. Sister Amelia, how do things progress? Is Lord Black Wolf dead? I don't think a single soul within Port Llast has stopped to take breath. Halilor is dead. I have his tooth here. Where am I with XP? Pretty far from the next level, but it has been a dark day for Port Llast, but you have reminded us that the sun rises yet again. For the champion of Port Llast, here is a token of our gratitude. What is the Port Llast can thank me better than this, aye? Ah, of course. Here, I had some gold on the other side, but it would be best spent going into your pockets. Forgive us for withholding this paltry sum. Yeah, 850 gold is pretty good. Yeah. And no magical item, nothing. Yeah. That's unfortunate. And so, do I hang on to this belt of giant strength? I don't know. There is no matter what, I need to get rid of all those laser hides. The ice bullets I won't need either. Realma, what's... Oh, that's... I can sell this. Shit, primers I can't sell either. And... What's that? Fox scanning, invisibility, and a single ordinary bolt. And this one, barracks keys, it's archaeologist. I do have one trap kit to sell. Okay, do I have anything else to sell here? No. Linu, are you carrying anything that should be sold? Nope. Oh, the Warhammer. I need to get rid of this Warhammer. It's heavy as shit and or is of no use to me or my companion. So well, that's it for now. So I'm going back to the North Road. North Road being this way. And there are still 3 bandits I need to find, and I have no idea where to find them. And there's still this mine thing that I can't investigate, and I don't know why. I have no idea what I might have missed. I know someone is hiding in these caves. But I have no idea who and what I need to do to yeah, I probably should rest. Linu is injured. So the werewolf hunter is completed. So do we head into the Green Griffin Inn? Green Griffin? Well, here. I guess we should. I think both strength is good. There's a crate here. Sapphire, nice. There's a crate here. This crate is locked. Unlock that. Some more gold. There's this bag here. Some topaz. I think I'll just take a look in the barn because no one hiding in the barn? That's fairly unusual. Okay, and nothing to loot, so let's swipe around the inn and before we go in. So this chest is locked. Okay, some more gold. And that's about everything here. So let's head into the inn proper. Plenty of people with names. And here's Samithra. Yeah, on the prowl, we'll see about that. Hmm. Well, she's forward. Okay, so she's going up to her room, I guess. So this is an exit. There's a stairs up. There are stairs down. Um, am I interested in attacking her guards now? Probably not. Let's have a look at this wood pile. Okay, well, more to pass. Who are these guys? Why are there so many people with names? Let's have a chat. Hello. It's quite busy in here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Do you know why? Everyone's here because Mutamin is putting on a show. Adventurers like me will be trying to get through the dungeon beneath the inn. Oh, there's a dungeon under the inn. Oh, nice. It's filled with terrible traps and monsters, I hear, and the first person to make it through gets the reward, and a bit of fame too, naturally. It's all very secretive, I understand. The noblemen are here because they like a good scandal and love to watch violence. It should make for a good story. If you're truly interested, you might want to speak to Mutamin about it. He would know far more than I, of course. So I guess Gorkon is another cunt. Hey, I suppose you're here for the bloody dungeon too, hey? Yeah, that's me, here for the dungeon. What do you know? You don't know nothing. Pay me 100 gold and I'll tell you what, if you're interested. Forget it, I know enough to ask. Yes, something I can do for you. You look like an adventurer, maybe. The name's Gam, and I'm here for the competition, and that should be enough for anyone. The competition? What's that? It's not something pretty to discuss. As I understand, it isn't quite legal in this part. I might be up for a contest. Tell me about it. Well, it does look like something that you do anyway. I suppose there's no harm in it. Mutamin, the owner of this place, is a retired adventurer himself, quite wealthy or so I hear. Wealthy enough that he's set up a contest. There's a dungeon below this place full of traps and monsters. First one through wins a prize. But don't ask me about it, talk to Mutamin if you're interested. Yeah, we're definitely going to talk to Mutamin about this. Yeah, he also is here for the competition. Yes, I'm going to the competition. Well, for your sake that you're more intelligent than you seem, my dear woman. It is brains that will bring victory, you know. Well. Yeah, with a 20 in intelligence, that should be okay. I'd like to ask you about this competition of yours. So someone told you about it, did they? Blasted fools. If word keeps spreading about this contest, I'll have the militia on my head in no time. But nevertheless, you know, and that's that. Are you interested in taking part, friend? I'd like to know some more about it first. Well, there are two doors in the back hall, just behind me. The right one's locked up tight and leads down into the basement, where I've rigged up a dungeon. It costs you 500 gold piece to enter. You don't pay me, though. I just give you a key, Jaru. We'll explain things more down here. You can pay him. First one to get through alive past all the traps and creatures have managed to get on their wings. It's that simple. Don't kid yourself though, it's bloody dangerous. If you go down, chances are you don't come out. And that's the reason for all the secrecy. You're free to come back out at any time and try again, but of course someone might make it through first if you take too long. So, still interested? What's the reward? Of my wealth, which is considerable, as I've come off as a long and prosperous adventuring career. Interested? Oh yeah. Right. Here's a key for the back door. Remember that you'll have to pay Jaru 500 gold to be allowed into the dungeon. Good luck. I seem to remember Jaru was one of the instructors at the academy. I have no idea if that's the same Jaru or not. Healing potion, yes. Healing kits, yes. I'm sorry, but that's not a box, it's a cupboard and an armoire of... and it's locked. But that's definitely not a box. Copper ring, more... Ooh, invisibility. Invisibility is always nice. And what's in this crate? Magic bullets. Yes. I'll go up and see what Zamithra is up to with that very smart wire we've seen her talking to. I might want to go sneaky about this. Or not. Hello? Hey, I've not stolen anything from you yet. I'm very, very offended by your assumptions. I'm not here to steal from you, I'm here to kill you. Oh, of course this guy, and... yeah. And she's dead. Can you not step on the remains? Oh. Another strength belt. And no ear? What? Wait. Oh no, Zamithra is one of the... doesn't have a... Yeah, Zamithra is not the one from the bounty hunting thing. Zamithra is one of the people we have the Serpent's Gem. So... chest... Oh yeah, I was not actually here to kill her then, but yeah, things happen. Sometimes the AI is not too great, and well, companions don't stop fighting because even those NPC stopped fighting. So yeah, well, too bad for the Mithra. Potion of Clarity is pretty good. It wait, didn't I equip one of the what? What? No, I didn't. Yeah, Clarity dispels most mind-affecting spells. It's pretty good. I didn't. Where are you going, Linu? Why are you? What are you doing? What the? Why are you wandering around like this? It's not normal. Oh yeah, I already no, I didn't clear that chest, so yeah, gold, good. It's not normal for Linu to oh, this door is locked, that's interesting. And this door is not. Why is Linu? Okay, this door is locked. What are you doing? Why are you walking away? And what the fuck are you doing? And I pretty sure I saw my cursor. Oh, that must have been why. So that was one of the guys I was looking for that. Used. Sounds fair so far. I think I'll think about it. What's your story? Me is fierce warrior of Minotaur peoples. Me is strongest warrior of all, and proves self in combat after combat. Then me becomes gladiator for monies. Yeah, sounds like a good life so far. Me seeking good too at first, but me gets tricked. Me fights and wins every time and makes people mad. Me not realizing me trying make people happy. Me just think me should fight and win, not wanting lose to weak opponent. Me thought to lose make other people lots of money. Me not lose, me kill other fighter. Me sent to prison for this. Yep, that's pretty sad tale. quite feel for this Minotaur guy. So what happened in prison? In prison, me meet new friends. Friends will not trick me. Me friends named Sturge and Delilah and Wyvern and Yesgar. Yesgar great man. Yesgar of hawk blood. He planned how to escape big prison. He need me for strength. And what about the others you mentioned? Delilah used poison on guards, and Wyvern trick guard dogs. Wyvern really good with dogs. And what happened then? Sturge makes maps of prison. Me not like Sturge. He called me lots of names. After escape we split up. Yes, God, say we harder to find that way. No, me see bounty hunter everywhere. Me kills all but you is tough. Me not killing you. Me want to make deal. What is with lean restlessness right now? I'll let you go if you can help me fight the others. Me know where Sturge is because Sturge like to brag lots. We not like Sturge. So me will tell you where he hidden. Sturge go to Source Road close to Charwood. You not underestimate him them. So he's small but smart. Now for us, we should fight. We want to see if me can defeat you. Yeah, but yeah, you're going to die. And he's dead. Yeah, Stone Skin is great. I really need to learn that spell. It adds damage reduction and keys maybe a bit of armor. I'm not. Ooh, nice big armor. Armor of comfort. Ooh, that's nice. That's heavy, but not too heavy, and that's a very expensive one. That's pretty good. Well, that's it for now. Going back to Port Llast. So we go to Kendrak for the bounty for Thor, and then to Elaith Chronober for the reward for the gem. I have one of the ears. You found one ear of the convicts? Which ear do you have there? Thor's ear. Tizzy did the markings that the man of the bulwark told me of. Congratulations, lass. You've done a service for us all. I'll be pleased to offer you the bounty for it then. Surely the town safety was more than that. And that's 350 gold piece and 125 XP. That's pretty good. No, I do not have another of them here in my pack. I'll be going now. Yeah, Mutamins challenge. Yeah, the bounty hunt. Thus far, adventurers been able to 3 areas out of the 5. I got Zor and I still haven't found Delilah, I believe. I'd like to some questions. I have some more questions about the bounties. Yeah, I'm still missing the Lila's and Yesgar's ears. Pretty sure Yesgar is in the mines, but Lila, I have no idea. She's from Laskan and east of town, but then all but vanished. I have no idea, but east of town is Charwood. I don't believe she was hiding in Charwood. I hope she wasn't, because if she anyway, no, in LA's Chronober gem. Yes, me make sentences sometimes. I'm smart. Take my word for it. I have the last gem. The final gem. How glorious. As agreed, I have your 400 gold pieces and item I promised you right there. These gems were difficult to acquire. I think I deserve more than you're paying me. Very well. I understand your point well enough. I was a smuggler once, after all. I will throw in a further 300 gold piece. So that's pretty good. And let me take the gem off your hands. It will be good to return home. I cannot thank you enough for delivering the gems to me. No, I can at last take my daughter to Evermeet, as I promised. I cannot wait to show her Corin's Grove. Farewell to you, friend. Perhaps we shall meet again someday. I think we will. I can't remember exactly, but so what is this belt he gave me? That's not this one. That's not this one. He gave me a belt, didn't he? White item belt. Oh, that's the one. Encircling scale. Dark vision, immunity to poison, and poison level 5. Yeah, that's going to a shop. So we go back to the temple. So I think I'm done with most of the northern road. I need to check back Charwood. I'd like to make a purchase, and by purchase I mean a sale. Belt of Field Giant Strength is going. Encircling Scale is going. Gems. I have enough potions. Copper Ring is going. Orid Wilting's going too. Both Strengths. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that. Yep. This armor is going away. Potion of Clarity I will keep just in case. Yeah. Wait. No, it doesn't buy quartz crystals. Well, fine. Healer's Kit goes into one of these. That's a +6, so that's this stack. Cool. What then now? So yeah, I'm hanging to this belt for now. And that's about it. Can we talk to... No, I don't want to go into Luskan yet. Can I... No, nah, 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 nah. I cannot give her any other clues about the cult in Lascan. That's sad, but well, I'll deal with it. Uh, so I am missing one. One of the escapees, one of the fugitives from Waterdeep's prison, and I have no idea where to find her. The clues I have says she's somewhere. She was last seen somewhere on the East Road, and I haven't found her yet. And I'm pretty sure I've explored all of these. Yeah, the troll caves I've gone extensively through. What is there else? And now I very much explored all of these. I have no idea where to find this Delilah woman. Yep. So I'll get back into Charwood, maybe? I don't know. Oh no, that's Neverwinter Wood, not Charwood, sorry. But I've done Neverwinter Wood and I've found Wyvern there, not Delilah. Delilah, so she must be in Charwood, maybe? I don't know. I have no idea where she might be. So yeah, Wyvern was over there. He was hiding over there, and I have no idea where Delilah might be. Yeah, I'm. So yeah, the Serpent's Gem is done. Bounty Hunt. Delilah, halfling assassin, who once made her home in Lascan, was last seen on the road east of Port Llast. Wyvern, an elven ranger, will likely have sought refuge in the Neverwinter Wood. And I'm in the Neverwinter Wood, so Delilah is probably not here. Where is she? So my next guess is to go south here. I hope I don't have to backtrack into the troll caves, because that was quite a pain, frankly. It's long, it's winding. I have. What's this cave? That's a big cave, and oh yeah, that's. She's probably not here either. I've already investigated that bit. There's no way to climb over this. Where might she be? South of here is Vanef's tower. I already looked into Vanef's tower. I have no idea where to look. That's a big cave that we already explored. I can't remember what was in there. But yeah, we already explored that bit. And yeah, there's nothing left in here. I am very much stumped on where to look for Delilah. I think I'll need to there was quite a lot of stuff here, but yeah, I've already looted everything here. Delilah was not here. That was one of the... I think it was one of the werewolf infected boys that was hiding in there. So, nope. I have no idea where to look for I swear, if I have to go back down the troll caves, that will be so annoying. They're huge, they're sprawling, there are nooks and crannies all over the place, and it took me about, I don't know, maybe between 4 and 6 hours to go through those caves, and I'm really not looking forward to going back in there. This leads to Port Llast. This here leads to Charwood. And this leads to Vanef's tower, and yeah, she's probably not in Vanef's towers, nor in the caves that might lead into it. There's a pile of stone here, but yeah, she's probably not here, is she? Yeah, I've already looted that pile of stones, and this leads into Port Llast. Maybe. This should, yeah, that's the south gates to Port Llast. Even though we end up facing east when coming out of it. So I have two possibilities. Either she is in one, or either she is in Charwood, in the first Half of Charwood. Or she might be on the farmland. I have looked over the place. I believe there's the whole tree. Hello. I think I had found a sturge here. And, yeah, and I need to find Delilah because if I don't find the fourth one, I won't be able to get the clue that will tell me that the fifth one is hiding in the mines, and I won't get the key to the mines, and this will go nowhere, and I don't like uncompleted quests. Oh, there's a trap chests I didn't loot here. Yeah, a healing potion. That's always good, but I already have plenty of them. Minor pike trap kit and some 50 gold. That's good too. Full wagon bar. I'm pretty sure I've looked into those barrels. Yeah, those barrels are already empty. Yeah, and the full wagon too. Yeah, the wagon is empty too. So, and the standing stones, I was ambushed by well, random bandits. Well, not really random, but yeah, they tried to make me believe that a young kid had been kidnapped, and that young kid was actually a halfling pretending to be a young kid, and so could she be in the haunted forest? Could Delilah be somewhere around here? She doesn't look like she is. Yeah, I've already emptied everything here. Yeah. Yeah, no, she definitely isn't there. I have no idea. So there's this magic bottle here, but she's not there. She's not there either. I have no idea. I honestly, I'm going to just look it up online because so Delilah. What? She's actually a... Oh god, I hope I didn't screw that up. She's actually hiding with the archaeologists. And wait. No, I can't. So out of charwood we go, and we have, you know what, fuck it, back to the temple, and we'll walk there. This is annoying me to no end. So she's supposed to be in the archaeologist's barracks. I'm pretty sure I've looked thoroughly inside those barracks, but yep, there's absolutely no one here. Oh, well, there she is. Linu, please, Linu. Well. Let's indulge her for a moment. And why are you? Haha, oh my, all this fighting and you don't even have a reason to kill me? And there I thought you were a bounty hunter. Actually I am, but then again perhaps you are. Either way, my name is Delilah. I'd say it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, but I'm sure you understand the truth. And so you're one of the escaped convicts I've been told about. So you know about me. It appears that, try as might, I cannot escape my past, and I will never have freedom. Your past? Freedom? What do you mean? I was locked away in prison many years ago. I will not defend my past, and yes, I understand that what I did was despicable. No, not that I really cared. I did it. It helped me get by, so I escaped prison. Perhaps if I could, I'd go back to my old life. Perhaps I'd start over anew. To me, it matters little. Just to be free from that prison, so I thought would be the difference. Well, you're free now. How did you escape? Truly, you are a curious one. You seek to know every detail, it seems. Perhaps you feel a kinship with me, sister? It often seems like this is a man's world. No matter, let me continue my story. In prison, I met up with some other inmates. Half-breed led them by the name of Yesgar. Like me, they were looking for a way out. Who were the other inmates? The older were named Sturge, Thor, and the Prissy Weaven. We all had our tasks. I was to deal with the guards. Gone. We all escaped without a hitch. We escaped the most secure prison in all of Waterdeep. Even if you decide to kill me where I stand, I will be remembered for that. Surely by now you can have no further questions, so tell me, have you made a decision as to what you will do with me? Mm, mm, what would you give me to spare your life? One thing that I can give you is knowledge. Surely I'm not the only criminal you have an interest in. I know where Weaven is headed. Another thing is a bounty on my head. I'm sure that the bounty notices specifies that only my ear needs to be brought back. If you let me have it, you can collect and still fulfill your sense of duty. I'll miss my ear, but not the damn prison tattoo. Yeah, no, Wyvern, I know where he is. I have no idea where Yesgar is. Wyvern, I don't care about. Wyvern, I've already killed and brought his ear to Kendrak. So, yeah, no, it's time to die. And she's dead. So, ooh, nice armor. What is obviously a rogue character doing with the medium armor that's pretty much horrible on everything rogue related. So I put that in there. Yes, it's enough. And we can go back to Kendrak, collect the reward, and maybe, just maybe, this time he understands that Yesgar is in the mines. And there we are. He demanded a ransom for her return, and it was paid, but still he did not return her. Please, I beg of you, get my Shaldrissa back. She is my only child. Why don't you and your men get her back? I could endanger my daughter, and I would not trust me men to do it if the truth be told. You, however, are a powerful woman who has done so much. I would trust you. You may be my only hope. And do you know where she is being held? Hey, I do. The old Port Llast mines. There we go. It is a treacherous place, and easy to defend, which is why I dare not approach. I can only hope you have the skills I don't. And what might be my reward for doing that? Reward? You can keep the ransom if he has it. Just get her back safe, I beg you. Yeah. Very well, I'll do it. The gods of mercy. Here, allow me to give you the bounty money. At least it'd be good to know Yesgar as none of the other killers with him in this. Go to the old mines by the Green Griffin in to the north. They're locked, and you shall need this key. Hurry, lass, hurry. So, let me get this straight. I cannot enter this mine without this key. How did Yesgar get in there? I'm a fucking level 12 rogue with like 26 in open locks. 26. How could I not open those gates? And how could this Yesgar person do it? So yeah, the mines are yep, over there. We go up once more, and what's that? Dire wolf. I don't care. You be dead. Thank you. So we have the key to those mines, so let's get on with it. Yep. The mines are north. I'm not sure. There's one last unmask book that I haven't brought to Altura. No, that's not the way. The way is here. And yeah, Orcs Archer. He was supposed to be alone, but no, he has archers behind a locked door that I can. Yeah. This is bullcrap. So, more archers. This is supposed to be an abandoned mine in which a lone escaped convict has hidden into, but no, there are orcs everywhere. And this chest is obviously trapped. Yep. The scorch marks on the ground kind of give it away. Seriously though. Oh, I cannot recover the strap. Can't I? I have my rope gloves. That careful. Yeah. That was an easy unlock, but yeah, I should be able to. Yeah, I'm one short for but fortunately I've kept potion of fox cunning exactly for this situation. And there we go. Ooh, Wheel of Atar. These weapons bear the mark of Atar of the Flame, high shaman of a northern cult that fell under the influence of a creature from the plane of fire. What this entity received in exchange for creating such powerful items is unknown. It's a halberd. It's a +1 halberd with 1d6 fire damage, which is good, but so fucking heavy. So water. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to carry that. So Linu, you get to pack it. There we go. I'm putting my bracers of dexterity back. Yeah, Stone Skin doesn't offer armor, it seems. So where are we now? Yeah. I forgot to collect what those orcs had dropped. An amethyst and ordinary crossbow bolts. Good enough. So there are barrels here. Healing potion, gold. More healing potion. And let's get no, let's rest first and then get back into detect mode, because I believe so yeah, this Yesgar person will have trapped the way to his hideout. I'm pretty certain of that. Not entirely sure, but yep, that's likely, I will say. Going too fast, no one here. And one orc. And an ogre. This guy literally escaped out of prison and was able to recruit a fucking ogre. How? How? Please tell me. Explain. Game. So, there's a room here. Campfire. Gold under the ashes. Good. Locked crate. Potion of speed. Unneeded as of right now because of Cease armor having a haste effect, permanent haste effect, which is extremely good. Wait, why doesn't... No, that's a +1. Here's a +10, and there we go. What's in this crate now? Locked 2. So yeah, haste effects are incredibly good. Not only do they let you travel faster, but they're a flat +4 to AC, and I'm... Oh, there's a lot of people. Oh, that's a lot, that's a lot. Yep. It's time for fireballs. Okay, more fireballs then. I don't care. It lightning. It... Yeah, that was impressive at first, but actually rather inconsequential. Seriously, 9 XP for the ogres. No, that was an orc shaman. How much was the ogre? Ogre. Yeah. All the ogres were 9 XP too, so yeah, very much inconsequential. They were scary, there were lots of them, they could have overwhelmed me with their numbers, but yeah, crossbow bolts and fireballs. Very efficient. Nothing more in this room. That's well. So yeah, still to reiterate, escaped convict has a small army of goddamn orcs and ogres at his command. How? How did that happen? Seriously. Poof. He's dead, so didn't leave anything behind him. Chest. Trapped? Probably. Locked only? Pile of garbage here, and an Alexandrite, whatever. Gemstone. Not the most precious one. I'm going a bit away to be sure I can rest. And back in we go, and so yeah. Why did you make all the yep. Why should I not kill you? Jesgar will tell you secret about younger Chaldrissa, then you let Lesgar live. Chaldrissa? What sort of secrets does she have? Not so pure-hearted, Jesgar not kidnap her. She ran away with Jesgar. Her ID. Don't try to lie to me. Chaldrissa is an innocent girl. No, she's not. Actually, I know she's not. She tried to bamboozle me out of money so she could start an adventure in life, and she's just actually a brat. She's just bored with boring city life, small town. Between the big town, between the two big cities of Neverwinter and Luskan, Port Llast seems very small and boring, but yeah, she wouldn't have lasted 2 days as an adventurer. But yeah, don't try to lie. Jesgar met Chaldrissa when hiding out at inn in Port Llast. She is smitten with Jesgar's manly physique. She manipulated Yesga into kidnapping her. Come on now, you don't expect me to believe that lot of dung? Yesga, the truth! Shadrissa want me to run away with her. She to blame, not Yesga. She want money. Tell me the truth right now, you lying dog. Okay, don't hurt. Yesgar. Me get Shadrissa drunk. She's so drunk she agreed to all Yesgar's wants. Yeah, she quite a feisty girl. Yeah. Fine, I want any money you have right now. Yesga doesn't have any money. Yesga's an outlaw. You're holding out on me. Come clean or I'll slit your throat. Then what use can be to me? Yeah, you already told me that. I want the money. The key will open an iron door at source of dungeon. That is where Yesga has treasure. Can Yesga go now? Actually, 5 pence towards evil. That makes me, yeah, 93% good. I'm still right. No, I decided to kill you after all. No. And he's dead. How did this dumbass orchestrate a full-blown evasion from one of the most secure prison in the north of the Forgotten Realms? Please. Neverwinter Kukri. Kukri +2 with Fortitude +1. That's pretty good, but regional variant of very exotic blade. Neverwinter Kukri are made by special jobs of Kalimshan businessmen embassy and are presented to those who best represent their cultural interests within the area. Occasionally they are found on the black market, but never cheaply. Yep. That's so. Chest. Unlock chest. Probably should go back in detect mode just in case one of the chests is trapped. 35 gold. That's that doesn't sound like a ransom fit for the mayor even of a small town. So that's double of Yesga's key, so I don't care. You use the key, good. And there we are. $93 gold. That's a bit more like it, but still pretty cheap. Seriously? A whooping, what, 160 gold? Shadrissa, right? I'm Emilia, and your father sent me to rescue you. Rescue? Wait, you're the one who saved Neverwinter. Does this mean the gods have forgiven me? Is it possible, despite my stupidity? Yeah, you were quite dumb. I shouldn't have believed him. It was going to be a grand adventure, and I would be a true hero, like you. Oh gods, I will never be able to return home. Settle down, tell me what's going on here. I'm sorry, I'm calm now. and I'll tell you what happened. After you started returning with the ears of the other prisoners, I was approached by a man in a cloak. He said that he knew I was looking for adventure. He talked strangely, but he was nice to me. It all seemed so mysterious and exciting. He gave me wine, and we talked about how he was a count from Waterdeep who was framed for crime he didn't commit and had escaped prison. Seriously, a count. The guy doesn't even use pronouns. Speaking of himself, And you fell for that old story? Yeah, I'm not going to be any kind to you. No, no. I don't know why I believed him. Maybe it was the wine. I guess it just fit my childish image of a noble hero. We snuck away at night and traveled to the mines. There were all these horrible hawks waiting for us, and when I went to ask him what was going on, he just laughed and knocked me down. Then he did things to me. I can't talk about it. Okay, you get some compassion. I figured out who he was. I had heard my father talk about him. Yesga told me that he was going to hold me for ransom, and once he had bled me the town dry, he was going to take me away to sell into slavery. I should never have gone with him. My father made me so worried. I'm sorry, so sorry. Yesga told me that you were the one who planned this and wanted the money. What? I would never do something like that. To my father or to Port Llast. I know I had my bad attitude, but they are still my family and friends. I would never wish them ill. Well, you seem sincere, but it's your father's problem now. You can go home to him. I'm so afraid to face my father. I wish I had listened to him. Thank you for rescuing a foolish child. Goodbye and good luck, madame. So, do we get anything better than 150 gold? Seriously. 200. 200 gold. Is that the ransom? Seriously, is that the ransom for... So the rewards for the guy was like 300? And he didn't even ask for... I don't know. I'm speechless. This is stupid. The girl is shaken, but he's otherwise alright. Perhaps this will serve to curb her desire for an adventure now, hey? Yeah, take the bounty for Yesgar. Yep, 300. I wish I had more to reward you with. If you found the ransom, please do keep it. And as for whatever quest the lazy put you on, I wish you best of luck. I do not believe I got the... So that's it, I believe, for the side quests. I just need to talk to every possible henchman and woman to get their quest tokens. Wait. You again? Are you following me like some kind of pathetic lost puppy? Ultimately, I follow no one but the Silent Lord, Emilia. I have been drawn here in the service of my master Death. I am eager to find and slaughter those who unleashed the wailing death upon Neverwinter. Thousands were taken by the disease, their essence stolen from the grasp of true death. That was why I answered Lord Nash's desperate call for mercenaries to come to Port Llast. He is also anxious to root out those behind the wailing death. So you were conscripted into service by Haribeth? When Haribeth recruited the mercenaries, we were all paid in advance for our services. Well paid. Lord Nasher is sparing no expense in striking down these cultists. And our instructions were simply to make ourselves available to whomever requires our assistance. So, in that spirit, is there anything I can do for you? Yeah, I can use a monk by my side, but just for... I want to talk for a while. I'd like to know a bit more about you. I'm a monk of the Order of the Long Days, Emilia. I am defined by the customs, tenets, and belief of my order. Simply put, I worship death. Understand, I care nothing for the petty gods who scabble over and lay claim to death's portfolio, for I serve death itself, the silent lord who rules us all. Tell me more about your order, Grim, now. We of the Long Death train, study, and serve our masters. We strive to transcend the earthly world through mental discipline and philosophical understanding of death. We worship the very essence of the Silent Lord. And we all know the tools that prepare us for an inevitable, inescapable end. Pain, suffering, torment, agony. Our beliefs are difficult for most to accept, and the Order of the Long Death has many powerful enemies. Well, you worship death, no wonder you have enemies. Our embrace of the Silent Lord has brought us in conflict with many who do not understand the beauty of death. Many fear their mortal end. For most, we will simply use pain, anguish, torture, and suffering to release them from this fear. We will prepare them for the cold embrace of the Silent Lord. But there are some who go to extremes to avoid the effect. They use full rituals and dark necromancy to deny the Silent Lord that which is his due. You're talking about the undead, right? Leeches and zombies and the like? Undead are full abomination, a denial of the natural order. We of the Long Death are in constant conflict with necromancers and their minions. I've seen firsthand the horrors of the war with the undead, Emilia. What do you mean? This is not the time to speak of such thing, Emilia. We must focus on root. Yeah. I just want to continue your story from before, Graham, now. Earlier I mentioned my other hatred of the abomination that is undeath, Emilia. And I hinted at my own experience in battling such evil. I'm not eager to dredge up those memories, but if we are to stand together, you deserve to hear the tale. What happened? Shortly after I had come to join the Order of the Long Death, one of my fellow monks returned to the monastery with ill news. He had discovered the lair of a powerful lich. Our service to the Silent Lord demands that we destroy such an affront to death. So we march forth to destroy the foul creature at hand and end its unholy existence. I myself never faced the Lich in battle, but I was one of many assigned the task of destroying the Lich's zombies and skeleton servants. Never have I felt such revulsion or terror during battle. What was so scary about zombies and skeletons? They aren't so tough. There is beauty in death. The exquisite agony of a mangled soldier's screams well up in a glorious crescendo before ending in a single perfect note of eternal silence. The rising tumult of a flaying body is transformed into the magnificent truth of a frozen corpse forever stilled. But when a corpse is not still, when the dead continue to shamble and stumble forward in a gross caricature of living flesh, where is this beauty then, Remilia? I didn't realize you were so squeamish. My order killed scores of zombies in the crypt that day, Emilia. Their bodies disintegrated beneath my blows in a shower of rotting flesh, yet they pressed inexorably forward. But the true horror was yet to come. From the back of the tomb, where the highest-ranking monks of the order battled the Lich herself, waves of dark necromancy spilled out over the battlefield. Several of my companions had fallen during the battle, and as the full spell to touch their corpses, they clambered to their feet. Zombies under the will of the enemy we sought to destroy. You mean you had to kill some of your own companions? We do not feed death, Emilia, and had I been able to bring the Silent Lord's touch to my fallen comrades, I would not have felt such revulsion at this memory. But a zombie has no mind, it feels nothing. The pain that purifies and prepares us for death has no effect on such creatures. The understanding that comes during the moment of death is forever denied to such creatures. Yeah, but didn't they experience that before they died and be turned into undead? I mean, it's usually how that works, isn't it? I destroyed the animated lumps of flesh that were once my brothers and sisters in the Order, but I couldn't truly kill them. The undead can never be given such release. What about the Lich? The Lich was destroyed, as were all its minions. We burned its lair, setting fire to the crypt so that the dark magic might be cleansed from a sacred place of death. But even though we were ultimately victorious, the cost was terrible. The horror of the battle haunts me still, as does the fate of my fallen brothers and sisters from the Order. The zombies that used to be your friends are destroyed, game now. Dead is dead. You couldn't possibly understand, Emilia. You are a harbinger of death, but you do not understand it as we of the long death. True horror of what happened to my brothers and sisters is too terrible to comprehend, but I have vowed to free them from the torment of their death. You are a servant of the Silent Lord, Emilia. You bring grace and pain to the world. Yet, even so, you are not a member of the Long Death. My order has secrets I am not ready yet to share with you. This is not the time. Just want to talk. Continue your story. My order has many secrets, Emilia. Secrets we do not reveal to those outside our monastery, yet you have proven yourself a friend of the Long Death before. You aided me in finding the Ring of Alaganda. I believe you would have helped me bring death to her, had she still been alive when we found her. Perhaps you could be of service to my order once more, for without your aid, I fear my brothers and sisters will never escape that terrible fate. And what do you want me to do? I should begin by explaining what happened after we burned the Lich's lair. The corpse of the home, those who had risen against us, were brought back to the monastery of my order. There we sought to enact ancient rituals to release the essence from the curse that had bound them to their animated corpse. But the chains of undeath are not easily broken. The ancient rituals require many rare components, and we had many casualties. A few we were able to save, and the others remain trapped in undeath until we can find more of the necessary components for the ritual. What kind of components are you looking for? Components must come from the crypt of a powerful undead monster, but it must be something that has not yet been tainted by the creature's necromancy. We would require the preserved end from an inanimate corpse within a mummy's crypt. Only the power of such an item. Oh, I don't have that. Yeah, don't worry, I'm sure we'll find a. So I don't have his items, so let's go get to Dylan then. I'm surprised to see you here. Yeah, I know. I could use a good fighter by my side. What is oh, that's Dylan's phaser, yeah. What's that? Neverwinter cookery, green nose jam. I don't know. I would be honored to join my blade to your cause. Yep. And I want to talk to you. There are no great secrets about me, Emilia. I am what I am. My father was an orc, my mother was an oath god of the Red Tiger tribe. I know nothing of my father. My mother would never speak of him. But I was raised among the Red Tiger tribe in the customs and traditions of the oath god people. I do not know what more I can tell you. Tell me about the oath god. Tell me about your customs and traditions. We Osgard are simple but noble people. We hunt the herds and live off the land. We worship the gods of our ancestors and the totems of our tribes. Some in the cities fear us. They call us bloodthirsty savages, but they are ignorant of our ways. We are fierce warriors of great courage and honor, even if they do not understand. What was it like for you growing up? I wouldn't lie. I was never allowed to forget about my father's tainted orc blood. Yet, if the tribe did not embrace me, at least they tolerated me. Like the other young boys of the tribe, I ran, climbed, and swam, and grew strong. I learned to hunt and fish. I learned the lore of a tribe, and most importantly, I learned the honor of a warrior. With my mother's death, the time came for me to prove myself worthy of the tribe. I left in search of glory and honor in the outside world. Prove my spirit was true, I went to Luskan. Why did you go to Luskan? It was the closest city to our tribe, though I knew nothing of its full, rotten character. If I had, I would not have gone. Yeah, Luskan is kind of a wretched hive of scum and villainy, as one would say. I have tried to forget my time in that accursed city, Emilia. The memories are not pleasant. This is not time to speak, blah blah blah. Yes, it is a time to speak. Tell me more. I told you, I went to Luskan in search of glory and honor. But there is no honor to be found in that wretched city. At first I found a warm welcome in Luskan. Artworks are accepted there, as nowhere else. And I quickly found the work as a soldier, serving one of the high captain rulers of the city. It was bloody, brutal work. Soldiers from different factions were always battling in the streets. Many men died by my hand during my weeks there. I killed them because I was paid to kill them, because they served different masters. There was no honor in these battles, Emilia. Only senseless, shameful deaths. If you hadn't killed them, they would have killed you. You don't understand, Emilia. All the killing, all the bloodshed. I liked it. It stirred my soul. Each morning I could taste the coming battles on my tongue, and feel the rush of combat in my veins. Chaotic good barbarian. I reveled in the slaughter like an animal, like a beast. It fed the dark taint of my father's orc blood. It left a stain on my soul. I do not know how far I would have fallen had fate not intervened and saved me from myself. What do you mean by fate intervening? My fury in battle and mere promotion. I was sent to the Luskan flesh markets to guard the slaves in the stockades. Ooh, slave. Ugh. My first night at the stockades, the guards brought in a new batch of slaves. Among them was an old man, naked and feeble. I recognized the tattoos on his face as the markings of an Asgard, holy man. I did not know him. He was from another tribe, but seeing brought in and shackled behind his back brought me shame crashing down upon me. You helped him escape, didn't you? At first I did nothing. The old man looked at me as he passed, and I saw in his eyes that he knew that I was of the Wood God. And he knew what I had become. Without warning, the old man threw himself at the nearest guard, a foolish gesture of defiance. I was still shackled and bound. He was knocked to the floor, and the guards began to beat him. My world vanished beneath a veil of blood-raged rage. When I came to my senses, I stood bathed in gore. The other guards in the stockade all lay dead by my hand. Good, they deserved it. The old man lay bleeding on the floor, stabbed by one of the guards during the fight. As I crouched over him, I saw his wounds were fatal. He gazed up at me and spoke in a voice choked with blood. Free the others. With my axe, I hacked away the chains of the other slaves in the stockades. When they had all fled into the night, I returned to the old man's side. Don't walk away from me. Go, he said with his dying breath. I could do nothing more for him, so I fled before my actions was discovered. I left Luskan at night, a man saved from himself by another's sacrifice. We all have a dark side, Dalen. You have faced yours and triumphed over it. I thank you for your words, Emilia, and I would like to believe you, but I know what I did in Luskan. I know what vile appetites I fed. I cannot deny my father's blood is within me, and I can only hope to overcome this blight so that I may someday prove my spirit worthy of the Wood God. Only then will my tribe welcome me back. Until then, this is my burden to bear. One of many. What do you mean, one of many? Forgive me, Emilia, you have been a good friend to listen to my tale, but there are some things I am not yet ready to share with you. You have been a true friend to me, Emilia. I have been reluctant to speak to you of this, but you did help me to recover my mother's brooch. Perhaps you can help me with this as well. I was not completely honest with you about the reasons I left my tribe. It is true that I was sent away to prove myself, but there was another reason as well. My mother's death was a violent one. She was brutally slain in the bounty trade on our camp, and I vowed not to return to my tribe until I avenged her murder. Do you know who killed her? I was out hunting with a band of warriors when the attack came. The raiders hid and waited for us to leave, and then sneaked in with the advantage of numbers. My tribe wasn't numbered nearly 2-1, but they managed to drive the attackers off. 3 of our warriors fell in the battle, as did my mother. How are you going to track down the bandit who killed her? Do you remember when I told you of my vision quest? How my mother's brooch would bring me dreams to guide my quest? Last night, I had a dream. My mother's spirit sent me this vision. I am certain of it. In my dream, I saw a terrible axe dripping blood from its notched blade. It was a weapon used to slay her. If I can find the axe, I will know I have found the killer. You may think me a fool, Emilia, but I believe I will find that axe. I must, or my mother's spirit will never truly be at peace. I will not abandon the search for cultists behind the plague. I have pledged my blade to you, and it is yours as long as you need me. But I also vow that I will not rest until I find the axe with the notched blade that slew my mother. Don't worry, we'll find the axe and the killer who used it. I don't think I have this axe either. That's a bit concerning. Here's Sharwin. So I have fire opal and I'm surprised to see you here. Why is that? Just because we went off separate ways in Neverwinter, I'm supposed to disappear off of the face of Faerun? If you haven't noticed, there's a shortage of good adventurers. Lady Arubis approached me at the trade of blades and to hire me on Lord Nash's behalf, just as you were, I imagine. It looks to me like Lord Nasher is pulling out all the stops to find his cult. The search in Neverwinter is immense, and we mercenaries have been sent to Port Llast to join the effort with you and Arubis. Lucky us. So you were considering? I've been paid good coin for my services by Lord Nasher, actually. It's another chance I'd acquire some fame in my eyes. Even though I've been told to merely offer assistance to you and Arubis for now, so do you need my help? Yeah, I could use someone by my side. But yeah, in my inventory I have a fire opal and a lock of nymph's hair. So it's must be. I just need to talk for a while. If we're to be companions, I'd like to know a little more about you. I need no good tell, Emilia. If you like, I could tell you of my beginnings as bard. Yeah, tell me about that. Well, let's see. I learned the majority of my trade from Danon, my partner and my love. It was he who took me away from Neverwinter and my family. We were a team, singing duo, who earned our keep in taverns, traveling from town to town along the Sword Coast. We'd camp off the roads, and I would listen to in awe as Danon told me the old legends by the firelight. I loved him more as each night passed. It couldn't have been all so idyllic. Oh, there were obstacles to overcome for weather, bandit, any number of mishaps along the way. We had each other, however. It turned out that those times were the best. I should have cherished them more, for things were quickly about to get much worse. The fateful day came when we crossed into Arne in the south. We received a rather sudden and unexpected invitation to sing before one of the wealthiest courts in Athkatla. This was bad news? Well, Danon was positive that our long months of playing in taverns had caught someone's attention, that we were being rewarded. He was overjoyed. Myself, I was hesitant. I was not so sure of our abilities, so questioning the motives behind the invitation was far easier. I urged Danon to ignore the invitation, but naturally, he would have none of it. It was the beginning of the end for us, really, though I didn't know. Perhaps it is a story I shall tell you sometime. Well, you're due to that promise. I didn't promise anything. Perhaps I'll tell you about it, perhaps not. We shall see. Yes, tell me more. I had just mentioned the invitation from Ascatla, hadn't I? Yes, that's right. We went, and so I had a sense of foreboding the entire way. The city of coin lived up to its name. It was a golden, bustling place that revelled even with a great water dip. The palace we arrived at was larger than any building I had ever seen. Danon assured me that you would find our fortune. And for a while I thought he might be right. We were to play before the fabulously wealthy Lord and Lady Onaris, and all seemed well. What went wrong then? Nothing went wrong at first. Danon and I were pampered and prepared for our performance, and it went off without any problems. We sang in a great hall before several hundred nobles. It still takes my breath away to think about it, and the applause for our duet was thunderous. I remember being exhilarated and pleased as Danon was. It was then that the Lord and Lady Honoris came to greet us in person. Lord Honoris was a fat and simple man who seemed bored. The lady, however, she was an exotic beauty. Violet eyes, elfin features, an astounding gown. Every man watched her as she passed. You're not exactly a goblin, Charwin. Yeah, I very much like her. Even though I prefer Linu. Linu's clumsiness is charming. But Charwin's confidence is quite pleasing too. Next to Lady Onaris, I might as well have been the humblest goblin you can imagine. She had the presence, and then I noticed it too. Of course I asked where we were invited. Lady Honoris ignored me and found over Danon, saying how she had spotted him in a lovely tavern in Beregost, and had wanted to meet him. I had been in Beregost too, of course, but I was completely ignored. She cooed over Danon, and he was flushed with pleasure at their attention. He agreed readily to a year-long contract to perform. Of course, I was not happy about it. Danon called me later and assured me there was nothing to worry about. Nothing could have been further from the truth. All the story in the book. Perhaps not. I fought for Danon, but things weren't as they seem. That is a tale I'll continue at another time, however. I tire of thinking about Danon. Let's do something else. Continue your story. Very well, I had already told you we'd met Lady Honoris, correct? And that she'd phoned all over Danon, but he'd assured me there was nothing to fear. Well, we were bound by contract now to perform, so we did. We did so well too. It was not long before we were the toast of Ascatla, praised by the Lord and Lady Honoris at every turn. Nobles showered us with attention and gifts at every turn. Everyone wanted us to perform for them next. I was a bit dazzled by it all, but also concerned. Lady Honoris continued to lavish attention on Danon. She called him to private performances without me, and he was spellbound, despite my effort to distract him. Was there an affair? I prayed that it was not so. I suspected, but could prove nothing. The servants were too good at misdirecting me, subtly keeping me from interrupting their privacy. Desperate and angry, I accused Danon of succumbing to our lust. He denied it angrily, and I believed him, almost. What did you do? After one of our largest concerts, I followed Danny as he left the stage, and I used what magic I knew to disguise myself, avoiding the servants and keeping pace with him. I felt terribly guilty for the deception, hoping against hope that my suspicions were for naught. Of course, I was disappointed. I watched invisibly as Dannon made his rendezvous with Lady Onaris, laying fevered kiss upon her hand and saying every minute they were apart was excruciating to him. Why did they even bother to keep it a secret from you? Don't be foolish. They were keeping it secret from me. They were keeping it secret from Lord Onaris. He likely could have cared less, but appearances had to be maintained. In my shock, I must have dropped my spell, for the Lady Onaris spotted me. She did not care. She only laughed lightly and pointing me out to Dannon. He merely looked at me and smiled. I merely stood there dumbfounded, and as Dannon called me a foolish little girl, pathetic even. Not only did he prefer Lady Onaris, but he had never loved me. I fled, a mocking laughter ringing in my ears. I fled them, I fled at Katla, and I've never been back. You should have taken revenge. I would have. I was young, a fool, and in love. I should have known better, obviously. As I said, however, things were not as it seemed. I found out much later that Lady Onaris' beauty was a result of an enchantment, a glamour. She had spellbound Dannon in the literal sense. I've also discovered that a lock of nymph's hair will break her spell. Dannon will be released, and her glamour will end. She will revert to her natural appearance, old and fat, so I hear. Would you take him back now that you know? No, that was too real, even if the glamour wasn't. At some level, I would always blame him for not being strong enough. It doesn't matter. Everyone should be allowed their little illusions, perhaps. I admit that it would give me some small satisfaction to remove a spell once and for all. And all it would take is finding that nymph's hair. One day, perhaps, I shall discover some. I believe I have a lock of nymph's hair here. That is nymph's hair, isn't it? You are marvel, Emilia. Dannon will be freed and Lady Onaris will revealed for the fat old woman she is. Or is it that I want what I want? I have been looking forward to this for some time, but I fail to feel any excitement over it. Dannon should be free from the spell, at least, no? Spell may have worn off, and maybe it was really his choice. But what if it wasn't? I suppose I owe him that much at least. Thank you, Emilia. And I wish I had something more to thank you with. Maybe I'll think of something later. Let's go on, shall we? So, let's see that belt of the performer. Even though I most likely won't be using that. Yeah, +3 charisma, +2 to perform and persuade. That's good, but that's not what I'm looking for, really. So let's move on to Bonnie Glinkle. He must be the one. When I heard Haribas was recruiting people to aid in the search for the cult behind the Wailing Death, it was a simple logical leap to assume you would be one of those recruits. What are you doing here? When we parted ways, I meant to continue my explorations of the north, but then I heard Haribas was recruiting mercenaries to join in the search for the cult beyond the plague. You may have discovered a cure for the plague and fleshed out those behind it. Emilia, but the process by which the whaling death was spawned has not yet been determined. Given my scientific interest in this plague and my desire to ensure it is never again unleashed upon Faerun, it was only logical that I answer Erebus' call for aid. When Erebus recruited me, the mercenaries we were all paid, well paid, no, yeah. Our instruction was simply to make ourselves available to whomever requires our assistance, so in that spirit, is there anything I can do for you? I could use a sorcerer by my side. Tell me your story. As you know, I come from Lantan, an island renowned for its inventions and scientific advances. From what you can rightly conclude that I myself am of an analytical and curious nature. You also know I'm a sorcerer, and from that you can no doubt draw further conclusions, that, though in all truth my chosen profession is rather uncommon amongst Lantanese culture. Did your family disapprove of your career choice? In my homeland, there is no shame attached to what I do. It is merely seen as unusual, though I will admit it is not the future my father envisioned for me. I was his eldest son, and I suppose my father wanted me to follow in his own footsteps, but flowers, plants, gardens, never much interest for me. What was he, a druid? Druids worship nature, Emilia, but we in Lantan to seek to control and direct nature, to extract that which is useful and remove that which is harmful. Agronomy is a well-respected field in Lantan, and my father was one of the finest horticulturalists in the island. His pioneering research in cross-pollination is after those seeds, I believe, so who wants that fire opal then? I already got the ring of the wrong +3, so cannot be Tommy. Oh, his pioneering research in cross-pollination and grafting techniques was responsible for the creation of 26 unique species of plants. Because of my father's work, Lantan's agricultural yields increased, as did the island's supplies of medicine herbs, and beauty and variety of our flowering species is unparalleled anywhere on the mainland. He sounds like a great man. A finer gnome could not be found. The legs and breadth of Faerun, Emilia. I suppose that is why I find the gulf that has grown between us so painful to accept. What do you mean? My father and I had a falling out. Please, Emilia, this is difficult for me to speak of. I am not sure I wish to discuss this with you right now. Perhaps later. I will be in a mood to speak more of my tale, but for now we should focus on your mission. Yeah, the cult is already... I just want to... This is difficult for me to speak of, Emilia. What happened between my father and I? Our falling out is a painful memory. But maybe if I share the tale with someone else, I can ease some of the pain and guilt I feel for what happened. That is a logical assumption, isn't it? What happened? My father's days of groundbreaking research in agronomy were behind him. He was an old man content to potter in his own garden, happily living out his days among his friends and family. But even so, he still receives gifts of strange and exotic plants from distant lands so that he can add them to his garden. It is said that in spring, when the flowers bloom, my father's yard is the most beautiful place on Lantan. It truly is pride and joy. Let me guess, you destroyed his garden. I wish that had been the only consequences of my actions, Emilia. My father asked me to tend to his garden for a few weeks while we went to visit a friend on the other side of the island. Everything went well first week. I found the work enjoyable enough, though hardly as stimulating as my sorcerer studies. I even came up with a more efficient way of watering his system he could use on his plants. But in the second week I noticed the beginning of a rotweed infestation. Rotweed? I've never heard of it. Rotweed is a vile, noxious, crawling vine with a full pungent odor. Unchecked, it will overrun any garden in a matter of weeks, choking the life from every other plant. Even worse, the roots release a powerful toxin into the earth, poisoning the soil, so nothing else will regrow on the land for years. Like most unwanted garden guests, the rotweed is virtually impossible to kill. The only way to deal with rotweed is through fire applied directly to the vines. If you can make the fire hot enough, the flames will be absorbed into the plant and burn down the roots, killing the weed. I still remember my father as a child using oil and torches to destroy rotweed infestation. It was long and difficult work, for the vine is resistant to fire and it is difficult to make the flames hot enough to wither the roots. However, I had no such worries as I went out to the garden that morning. The infestation had only just begun, and I had the secret weapon. After all, I was a sorcerer. With visions of how pleased my father would be at the efficiency of my method, I approached the weed and unleashed a burning hand spell directly at the vine. Something went wrong, didn't it? I made the mistake of approaching the problem without all the necessary data. My actions were logical in the context of my knowledge, but I was operating under a fatally flawed assumption. There was a reason my father used oil and torches to eliminate the infestation rather than sending for the local mage. Magical fire destroys rotweed, but the intense heat caused the plant to violently explode. Vine burst, spewing out molten sap that ignited everything it touched. The roots ignited in the earth and columns of flame erupted from the soil, raining blazing bits of vegetation down all around me. Were you hurt? Miraculously, I was unharmed by the conflagration, so the entire garden was on blaze, as was my father's house, and the houses of my neighbors on this side. No one was injured, and for that at least I am grateful. But by the time the fire brigade doused the flame, all three houses were ruined, and my father's prize within garden was nothing but ash. It was an accident, Bunnynock. You were only trying to help. It may have been an accident, Emilia, but it does nothing to mitigate the cost of the terrible tragedy. My father is a wealthy man, so he did not begrudge me the compensation he had to pay to his neighbors or the cost of replacing his own home. But his garden was utterly destroyed, and for that he has never forgiven me. Maybe someday I can make it up to him. Some gestures to heal the pain I've caused him. Like what? Please, I don't wish to discuss this any longer. The memory is too painful. Perhaps later. Yep, the pain of what happened with my father, of how I destroyed the garden he had spent a lifetime cultivating, is a very personal pain, Emilia. But you have proved yourself to be a good friend, after all. It was you who helped me find the leavened bread. I suppose it is only logical to expect you might be able to help me with my father as well. What do you want me to do? I know I can never replace the many varieties of plants and flowers that were once in my father's garden, But perhaps if I make a grand gesture, he will find it in his heart to forgive me. Throughout my father's life, there has been one flower he had longed to see more than any other, but one which it has never been able to acquire. Among the great library of lanterns there are accounts of prism blossom, a living growing flower whose petals are said change color and reflect light as they were made of crystal. So why don't you get him one of these prism blossom? The account of the flower occurs in only one text, as a travel diary of an explorer who died several centuries ago after returning from a journey to the north. No one has ever been able to locate this rare flower or its gleaming crystal seeds, so many have spent a lifetime searching for it. Maybe the prism blossom is only a myth, Emilia, but if I could find the seeds of this flower and give them to my father, I'm certain he would forgive me for destroying his garden. I will not abandon the search for the cultists behind the plague. I have pledged to aid you in destroying those with the foul taint of the Wailing Death. But part of me is hoping that in our journeys we will be lucky enough to stumble across the crystalline seed of the prism blossom. I have some strange seeds here. Are these what you're looking for? Let me see. Yes, the seeds do seem to be made of glass, and their shape and size are consistent with the accounts of the travel diary. You have done it, Emilia! When I present this to my father, he is certain to forgive me. Thank you, Emilia, but I am afraid the only rewards I have to give is my thanks. The reward you offer is greater than you know, Bodinock. Although I have no reward to repay you, Emilia, there may be some benefit to you for aiding me in this quest. Lantern's artifacts draw their energy from the thrill of discovery and the wonder of exploration. This remarkable discovery may have augmented the powers of the ring I gave you earlier. And in any case, I thank you again, Emilia. But I will not leave your side yet. And we are done with Bodinock's tale, and we got a brand new Lantanes ring, which is +3 to charisma and still only a +1 regeneration, but we are okay with that. That's more than a decent bonus to charisma, and the +1 regeneration we were already using, and I will keep. So I need to wait. Did I even? Yes, I did. I did complete Linus Tale too. So I'm lacking a mummified hand and a notched axe. Where would I find such items? Oh! The fire opal must be for Arin. I hope I can talk to him without triggering, Your journal has been updated, Arin style. I want to talk about something else. Oh, damn it. Events are moving quickly. It is unlikely that Haringed will speak to you any further of himself. Naturally, however, it will work to aid you as Neverwinter spy master. Oh crap. That's unfortunate because I'm still missing a notched axe and a mummified hand. Very well. That's unfortunate, because I'm pretty sure that that fireball is for him, and I can't talk to him about. And the game crashed. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Please no! Oh god! I didn't save anything. Fuck. Oh. Oh crap. He didn't just autosave when we entered the inn or the mines or anything. Oh god damn it. Well, I guess I'll wrap it up here. Because that's well. I need to redo all of that off stream because I'm not going to get 3 more hours of this bullshit. I'm so mad right now. I should have at least saved. Well, should I at least saved at some point during the session? But yeah, I'm going to send a raid on, well, either Loti on Bloodborne or Iggy on Diagon Part 2. Or if there are any French people watching me, I'll go, yeah, let's raid Pigeon Gratuit. Ooh. What? I cannot raid. Problème est survenu. What the fuck are you doing to me? Yep. Fuck. C'est un raid sur une chaîne. Pigeon gratuit. Lancer le raid. No. Doesn't want to work. I guess we're going to raid Loti with a Bloodborne if it wants. Yeah, it's working. Yeah. I guess Pigeon doesn't accept raids. Too bad. Well, see you then, and thank you for watching.